Hi guys, this is Mr. Choge. In this lesson, I'm going to be looking at the rent expense. This rent expense is different from what we are normally used to. If you look at the trial balance, you will see that on the rent expense, they've given you a question mark, and it means that you need to find a way to calculate your rent expense. So here, what they're saying that Butle rents 150 square meters. So they rent 150 square meters of space from Prime Storage at a monthly amount of 330 rands per square meter from the 1st of May 2022. And they're saying that the company received increased the space rented by 25 square meters on the 1st of November 2022, and then the rent was paid up until 30 April 2023. So remember here, the first thing that you must remember that you are doing is that you are doing income statement. Okay, if you remember on this question, learners were required to do the income statement and also the statement of financial position. So what I'm going to do, I will show you how to do this part so that you can get both the figures for the income statement and the balance sheet. Okay, so now let's check. Remember they said we started to rent at 150 square meters from May, right? Remember, we are renting 150 square meters, so we're going to say multiply by 330 rents, and then we are going to multiply this by the number of months that they have rented. So let's check. So now here, remember, if we start from May up until before the increase of square meters, it will be from May up until October. So you'd have let me calculate it. You'll have May, June, July, August, September, October. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 months. So you're going to say 150 square meters multiplied by 380, and then multiply by 6, which will give you the following amount. So let's see, 150 multiply by 380, and then multiply by 6. It is giving us 297,000. And then from there, when we check, we are left with a couple of months up until the end of the year. Remember, in the income statement, we are supposed to show up until at the end of the year. Okay, so remember they said then they will increase by 25 square meters. So if you say 150 plus 25, it's going to give you 175 square meters. So which means we are going to have 175 multiplied by 330, and then they will multiply by the number of months we are supposed to pay the rent. Okay, so remember, it means that we have to pay for from there after the increase, we'll have to pay for November, December, January, February. Okay, so it means we'll say 175 times 330 times 4 months, and then it will give us how much we would have to pay. So let's see, 175, 175, 175 multiply by 330, and then multiply by those 4 months. It is giving us 231,000. So in our income statement under rent expense, we are going to include 297,000 plus 231,000, and then it will tell us how much was the rent to be paid. Okay, so 297,000 plus 231,000, it is giving us 528,000. So the rent expense that was supposed to be paid is 528,000. Now remember, in this question you are also doing the prepaid expense. So the prepaid part, the prepaid expense, remember they said rent has been paid up until 30 April. So it means they also paid for for March and April. So it means it was paid 2 months in advance. So that will apply at a time whereby it is 175 square meters that they are renting. So you'd say 175 multiplied by 330, then you multiply by those 2 months. It will give you the prepaid monthly rent expense, okay, for those 2 months. So it will be 175 multiply by 330 and then multiply by 2. So the amount that we are supposed to have in our trade and other receivables for prepaid expense is 115,500. Okay, but remember, you need to show them how you got that, and I hope that this calculations will help you a lot. So remember, this you are going to record in the balance sheet. This goes to the balance sheet under trade receivables. Okay, and then this rent expense part will go to your income statement. Like I said, this rent, you will normally get a rent like this in terms of manufacturing. So now what they are doing, they're integrating paper 1 with paper 2, so you need to be very careful. I hope that this lesson has helped you a lot. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you want me to become your online tutor, you can get in touch with me by using the details that are available in the description of this video. Also remember that our lessons start from just 500 per month, where you will get 2 lessons per week. Thank you for watching. May God richly bless you. Shalom.